Welcome back, guys, and today's video is going to be brought to you by Super Clean. So stay tuned for a little bit later in the video to see what we're going to be using this stuff on today. What's up, guys, and we're back here in an all new day, and we got a ton of work to do. It is pretty gloomy out today. It's pouring rain outside, so you're probably going to hear the echo in the garage because I do have the door closed, and trying to do stuff that's going to be inside today with how bad it is and still be productive. I am trying to get some videos up for you guys, but I'm running into another internet issue, unfortunately. So it is taking a bit longer than I'd like, but I'm working hard on that for you guys. Today, what we're gonna be doing is we need to get this transmission out of the car so I can get it ready to be shipped. So that is one of the last pieces that we needed to get out of here before we can start painting this engine bay. Well, I mean, prepping it and then painting it, obviously. You can see I already started doing some body work on it, but we need to get this transmission out. That's number one, most important. Get this thing out, get it on a pallet, and get it to prime motoring. So now with the car being up in the air and this just being in here for mock-up, there's not that much that's left in here. Obviously, we got to pull our wheels off, which, I mean, technically you don't have to pull the wheel off. We just need to take our ball joint out, pull our axles out, and this transmission is ready to drop out because the shift linkage isn't hooked up. That's literally just held in by the cradle in the back. I already took the wishbone out, so this thing should not be that difficult to go ahead and get out of here. But like I said, we're in the garage today, so we're working a little bit tight space. I'm gonna try to get the best shots I can of this for you guys, and we're gonna jump right into this, get this thing out of here. Before I do pull it out, I am gonna drain the fluid, because obviously with shipping it, we don't wanna have any fluid in it. So I'm gonna go ahead, get this thing all drained, get it pulled out, then we can start getting to work on this engine bay. Bam, there it goes to show you, even in a tight confined space, one person, got our transmission out, everything's out of the way now. So now that we got the transmission out, I need to go find a pallet for it. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that today, but probably the preferred thing is to do it today when it's crappy out. So probably a little bit later. I still wanna keep working while I'm in here, already nice and warm because I just got that transmission out. But when we're taking a look at this bay, obviously, we don't want to overspray a bunch of stuff. So I really don't want to overspray like all our brand new lines here. So I'm deciding if I'm going to drain the brake system again and pull our lines out of the way, which would be the right way to do it. So I'm going to take a look at that and see how involved I'll be. Because obviously if it's something where it's pretty simple, since we don't have an ABS module in here anymore, we just have our staging brake line here that goes inside. And then we have these lines obviously here that look like they run across up and over to there. But I do have one that goes down and out, and I think that's gonna be our brake line to this hub right here. So like I said, I'm gonna take a look at those, see how involved that is to do that. because I would like to just take them out and take the booster out and take everything out of here and do this the correct way, because that would be the right way to do it. So I'm going to take a look at how involved that is, and I do need to get these fittings off of here too. So these are old fittings that were there for when this car used to have fuel lines that ran to the back of the car. So those need to come out of here. We're going to pull that tranny heat shield piece there out, and I mean the only thing really left in here would be the subframe, but there's really no need to drop the subframe. We can take this thing off and it'll still look like it's done right. So just kind of debating what to do. We can take our master for our clutch out, we can take the booster off. So I don't think it would be too terribly hard to do that stuff, but just won't know until we start getting going at it. So I'm gonna kind of observe here real quick, and as soon as I figure out a plan, I'll let you guys know. As you guys could tell there, we decided to go the correct way, because I mean, we're already here. The bay is pretty much stripped down. We don't have a harness in the car, and there's no real reason why we shouldn't do this the right way and pull everything out. It's gonna take more time to tape it off, and we're gonna get less of a product when we're done. So went ahead, pulled all the lines for the brake system. I really would like to redo those because they don't look that great over here. The one that Ranchbuilt did looks amazing, guys. So I may or may not reach out to them and have them redo the other lines that come over, and that'll clean it up a lot. But for now, this is what we're working with here. I did go ahead, get all those fittings off of that frame rail over there, and the only thing really left is to get our booster and our clutch master out. But other than that, this whole bay is completely empty. I got all the clips stripped out there that were all cut and broken. So all that stuff's all gone. We're ready to, almost ready to start sanding this thing away. There's no bolts in here, so this thing's pretty floppy. I might put bolts in there while I'm sanding this. Now, I will show you guys, because I'm always up front, I really would like to replace this piece here, because if you look, there's a bunch of holes in it, and it has a couple dents, but I don't have one of these, and I don't think it's gonna be something I can get in the time frame I want to paint this bay. So this piece is unboltable. It's only 4 bolts holding this on right there. Same on that side. So we could just get a new one and then paint it later, which is what we're gonna end up having to do. So you don't see this at all when we put the carbon fiber piece over this. It covers this whole hole here. So not that big of a deal. Just one of those things where I'm picky, I guess. So I'm super happy how far we've got today. Transmission obviously is right there underneath our camera stand. I'm gonna go look for a pallet right now. As you can hear the truck in the background probably running. I'm gonna go get some towels, and I'm gonna go get some sheets of plastic that I can wrap stuff with, because I'm not gonna pull the subframe out. There's no real reason. I can tape around that. So, and that's not gonna really affect our end product. I just wanna get some stuff for the car so we can start sanding, and I have a new cleaning product I wanna show you guys too. So right when we get back, I know some of you are gonna be worried because blue is over there. I am not gonna be painting this with that car in here. So obviously it's pouring down rain outside, so it's not gonna go outside today. But as soon as we get a clear day to where I can push blue outside, that's gonna be when I'm gonna paint this car. So for now though, I am not going to paint it because I don't wanna risk getting overspray on it. But I'm gonna go ahead and go get some towels, go get the stuff that I need, and try to find a pallet so I can get this transmission on it so I can get it ready to go out. And when I get back, I'll show you guys that new cleaning product, and we'll see how far we can get on this today. Fast forwarding a little bit, I am back now. We went and got a pallet for the transmission. We got the shipping all figured out for that. So we're jumping back on the car here, and we did get that brake booster out of the way and clutch master cylinder. So as you can see here, we have a very, very bare engine bay. So we got a lot to do, but first, let's see some of our cleaning stuff. So now that we got the engine bay all prepared, we need to make sure to get it all the way clean. So with that being said, big thank you to Super Clean for coming on and sending us out a care package. They sent us out pretty much everything they got to offer here, and they have some really good products. So if you guys haven't checked them out, you guys can get them at any of your local auto parts store. And we've been using Super Clean for quite some time now. They seem to work really well, and we're going to be using it today to get this engine bay all 100% cleaned up so we can start getting it sand. And I think the thing we're going to grab right now is we're going to grab this foaming stuff, and we're going to try that out. So let's go do it. So here we have our nice and dirty engine bay and Super Clean foaming. Let's go ahead and spray this guy down. Get this thing all cleaned up because this thing has needed this for quite some time. And then we're going to go ahead and get this all rinsed off, which obviously since we are in the garage, we're not going to rinse this off. We're just going to grab some nice microfiber towels, give this thing a good bath, wipe it all down, get this thing clean. So let's go grab some towels and get this wiped down. Wow guys, I don't know if you can see that in camera, but this stuff was awesome. I mean, literally just spray it on, let it foam up, and look at the engine bay, guys. This thing has been a race car all its life. Years and years of oil, grease built up, and it literally just wiped off. So, big shout out to Simply Clean for getting these products over to us and getting them here right when we needed them. So, if you haven't checked these out, be sure to pick up some of this stuff because it really does work. And it works really good. I've used all of them. I've used Simple Green, I've used Purple Power, I've used anything that you can use for cleaning wise, and nothing's ever cleaned up that good. We really made this engine bay look brand new again. So now we can continue on to our job of getting this thing sanded out and actually making it look brand new, because there is tons, I don't know if this will pick it up, of scratches, obviously from all the years of this thing coming apart and all the different setups on it. So as you can tell, we need to get this thing looking as good as it should. So next step is everyone's favorite, to start sanding, and that stuff takes forever. So I did pick up a couple of different sanding options. I'm going to start with 320 on some of these spots that have scratches, see how much it takes care of it, and then we'll probably in and out right around 600 grit and wet sanding, going back and forth and going over this thing. So let's go ahead, jump right into it, start sanding away. I picked up one of these sanding blocks. These things are pretty nice. They don't beat up your hands too much. I definitely would wear gloves, guys. I mean, you guys already know I'm picky with gloves, but with sanding especially, and I believe this block is going to help us out. So let's get to it and just start sanding away. So here's our spot we started earlier. Just gonna jump right in. Well guys, we got a lot farther than I thought we would today. This thing is 100% prepped and ready to go. It's all taped off. I am gonna tape off that subframe. I'm gonna put one of these sheets, which I have right there. Put that sheet down there, so that's all taped off. And then obviously that will be coming out of here. It does look like it might be clear tomorrow. So I'm hoping that if it's clear tomorrow, then I can roll Hyperblue outside for the time being while I'm doing this. And then be able to bring it back in before it rains, because I really don't want that thing to be out in the weather. And we can clean up this garage, because obviously we have stuff everywhere right now from working on this thing all day. But I'm super happy of how far we got and everything that came along today. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Till next time, I'll see you guys in the next video, and please like and subscribe.
Living life up in the fast lane. Hey. Living life up in the fast lane. And I ain't slowing down, I ain't slowing down, I ain't slowing down. Living life up in the fast lane. Pedal to the